Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott's Selections here for Tuesday, December 26th. For today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in the NBA with the Bucks minus 3.5 and minus 110 on DraftKings. Really wasn't that close. Bucks trailed for basically the entire game. They had been in great form and they had dominated the Knicks in pretty much every meeting for the last 2-3 years. Didn't matter yesterday, though, as the Knicks played basically a perfect game, as they had four separate guys score 20-plus points. You saw Brunson score 38, and the Bucks lost outright. So once again, picked up a loss, and it's been pretty brutal for us recently. So look to get back on track here on Tuesday. And for today's play of the day, going back to the NBA, they're looking at a matchup between the Pacers and the Rockets taking place at around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, I'm going to go with the Rockets minus 2.5 and minus 115 on BetMGM. Time recording of 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering why we're going to take the Rockets minus the 2.5 in this game. First reason, most books have minus 3 or minus 3.5 already. So BetMGM is giving you a good price at 2.5 at minus 115, which I will take. Now, the Pacers had a pretty good run earlier this season, especially in the in-season tournament, as they made it to the tournament final. However, they have been atrocious since, and the Pacers have lost 6 of their last 7, with all 6 losses coming by at least 7 points. Now, the Rockets, on the other hand, have been in good form lately, as Houston has won 7 of its last 10 games, and the Rockets have been very good at home this season. One of the best home teams in the league, as the Rockets have won 12 of their first 14 home games, so I expect them to look pretty sharp in this matchup. Now, so far this season, the Rockets have been a very good defensive team, while the Pacers have been brutal defensively. The Rockets rank second in defensive rating, while the Pacers rank 28th. And it gets worse when you go through the numbers for the Pacers on the road. The Pacers are allowing 131.4 points per road game, which is the most in the entire league by 5+ points. So they're not just bad defensively on the road. They are the worst team by a mile and a half. So I do expect, once again, Indiana to struggle defensively in this game. Now, the Pacers are also really bad at protecting the paint in general and on the road. The Pacers are allowing the most points in the paint per road game, while the Rockets thrive in that area, as the Rockets are allowing the second fewest points in the paint per game. So I expect, once again, Indiana to struggle to keep this team under basically 120, while the Rockets should be able to use some solid defense to keep the Pacers in check to some degree en route to a home win. But to go through the rebounding numbers for these teams, Houston's better rebounding by a decent margin, as the Rockets rank 11th in rebounding rate, while the Pacers rank 26th. But simply put, you're going to give me an elite home team against a team in free fall, a team that doesn't guard anybody, and I do expect Houston once again to showcase their great form at home en route to what should be a pretty convincing win. I think it's going to be close for a little while, but I think Houston's probably going to end up extending it, and they win this game by about 6 points. Play that once again here for Tuesday, December 26th. It's going to be on the Rockets minus 2.5 at minus 115 on BetMGM. Bye, everyone.